Fear of failure is good. Fear of failure will keep you up at night, planning and rehearsing and going over contingencies. Fear of failure will keep you training hard.
What's up, guys? RicoCapital back again for another weekly recap on what happened in the market this week and how we did as a team, and our trades and everything else. So sit tight, buckle up, and let's get into it. So this week, last week of December, Christmas week, of course we were closed. Market was closed on Wednesday for Christmas, and then half a day Tuesday, Christmas Eve, just normal stuff right there. But that doesn't mean there wasn't going to be good action or ways to make money. So first and foremost, early in the week we were pressing Nvidia, and it was a really good one. I saw that right here we were flagging on Friday, and we ended up swinging some calls Friday into Monday, and as you can see, we're up on them already. And I made a separate video about this if you want to check it out. So we took 2 weeks out at open. We opened up above 136, our demand. We slammed more for a quick day trade, cashed out as our first 138 137 supply almost hit. We held our 2 weeks expiration as it kept grinding up. We ended up swinging more calls here into the next day. We gapped up and at open pushed up to our final target at 141. From here, we cashed out everything. We ended up taking 140 strikes, 141 strikes, and then 142 strikes as a day trade. Looks like it tried pushing down a little bit here, and we saw that we just stayed patient. We saw that it ended up hammering, coming right back up. We slammed the 142s. We unloaded all the strikes up here at 141 target. And this is why it is so important to have your targets and be all out when you hit them and not keep waiting. So we sold everything up here, and as you can see, that was a good choice. I knew a lot of sellers are sitting up here, and we ended up knifing down. You can see into the day for Nvidia, and Nvidia hasn't reclaimed that high since going into the end of the week. So that was a really good move on our part, very good. If we look at QQQ, pretty much we saw that we ended up holding some demand down here on Monday, kind of bounced around, and kept it moving, and that's exactly what we did too. So on Monday for SPY, same time, we ended up taking puts at open for a nice knife down, cashed out on those, right, and kind of stayed patient, what would happen next. And then, we did all that with Nvidia. So going into Tuesday, we saw that this was half day and we completely melted up here, and I knew we would. So not only did we gap up here, we held above the 523 to 522 right here. We actually opened up near the 525, and as we pushed up, I was like, okay, we got to take some calls here. So we ended up taking some 530s right here, grinded it all the way up. Same thing for SPY. Pretty easy. We ended up taking some calls right here, got a nice win, and it kept ripping 602, 601. Beautiful move right there. We came in Thursday, so we saw that we were up here and we gapped down into Thursday, kind of held. And so this was the really good play for us on Thursday, because a lot of people probably got caught off sides, but not us. We did our thing, right? So I did this live as well. We gapped down. And as we gapped down here, we saw that we were holding this level. Now, a lot of people were probably getting bearish down here, thinking it was going to sell off. And I told the team, no, we're going up. We're going up to 602, 603 demand. Supply up here. We held 600, 599 demand. Anything above 600 for SPY is bullish. So we gapped down, we held, started rounding out, and notice how we start kind of fighting up here, long wicks in between here. We ended up taking calls right here. As we kind of started wicking up higher. Our first targets were 601.33 right here, and then hitting our main target up here, the supply where sellers are at. And we're hanging out, taking our time. It's taking a little bit, but patience, trusting your strategy, trusting the zones. The zones told me we're going up, and the team was riding with me, and of course we got the push up, push, and there you go. And beautiful work right there. So we capitalized on that. We kept it pretty simple. I didn't want to over trade, kind of slower action, but we got our wins from $60 a contract all the way to like 100 plus, so very easy. So we saw going into Friday, a little bit of selling kind of near close, but in the Friday we gapped down here back into this zone. Now the difference between me and a lot of good traders is I'm great, and so they thought we would eat the gap back up and come right back up here. I knew we were gonna sell off. We gapped down, held, rejected the top of this zone 600, and then by open here we're already kind of near we're under the zone, and I knew that if we opened up under 600, we're selling off for sure. So we opened up about right here at 597.40, and you can see the wick right there. That's when right at open I slammed puts. Right at open, we pushed up a little bit, I slammed puts. My fill was around $79 for some 596 lottos, and then I added the most at $70, bringing my average to 73. And then I alerted the team, of course, so they could get in perfect time, and they did. And then you can see we pulled back all the way to 591 demand, which I knew we would. And a beautiful kind of sell off there. Everyone banked. QQ the same thing. We opened up at that 526, 525 and just dumped. I knew under 525 it's bearish. Dumped right here on this candle is where we added so 521 puts on QQQ. Obviously lottos, today's Lotto Friday. Notice how when this opened up under this zone, we pushed up, and that's when I slammed the puts for the candle dry up. And of course the next candle opened up on the 15 and we dumped, putting our puts in the money, and we banked. We went 3 for 3 on the day. I really was 2 for 2, but I think 3 for 3 because I really didn't want to take this, calls down here, but we ended up holding, and I did see a dark pool print down here early in the week at 591, so I knew this would be the demand they're going to hold. So once we saw kind of a rounding bottom here and wicks all right there, I knew it was game time. So I wanted to wait a little bit, but ended up buying calls right here off that wick as we opened up and then pushed down a little bit. Got them for they're next week, they weren't lottos. Got them next for about $120. And then my target was all out here at 596, 595 as this demand flip supply, meaning sellers now control this, not buyers. As we get back up to it, you can see sellers stepped in and we rejected it. So we sold those for an easy 40% and called it a day, called it a week. I mean, this was Christmas week. It was absolutely crazy on some of these moves too. I mean, a lot of people got caught off sides, not us. We literally started down here, ripped up, and came all the way back down. And as traders, that's what we were gonna do. We're gonna play the up, we're gonna play the down. We're not gonna have a bias. We're not gonna be forcing nothing like that, right? But we had some really good, I post a watch list for the team, Lotto watch list every Friday. Big moves usually happen Friday if it's a good Friday. And so I had a nice watch list, and, things were looking up really good. So NVIDIA was one of them, under 130, I would say 139, that was it, but we dumped under 137 and went to 134. Either way, lost the zone. Beautiful work right here. Another huge one was Tesla. I knew that if we had opened up under 454.15 right here, if we opened up under this zone, we would dump to 529, 525, which we ended up doing exactly that. And all this is the same zone we ripped out of a couple of days ago and came right back down. So of course, their lottos are cheap too, and they run heavy. And one member caught that beautifully. I mean, this all happened at open. I was too busy shorting SPY right at open, shorting QQ right at open. So a lot of these were just pick your poison and go for it. I wish I could be 5 places at once, but I like to, focus on 1 to 2 trades and go heavy and just focus on that. So Tesla was an absolute banger, and I really wish I caught that, but a member caught that, and I'll show you his gains on that here soon. But this was an absolute banger of a trade, of a short going in. And so what I think going into next week, as we see a huge kind of pull down here, it's 1 or 2 things. We're at the make or break area here. We saw a huge sharp knife pull down, and so we're lingering over the election gap kind of down here. It's all down here. Q not so much because it closed most of it on that sell off, but SPY has a little bit more lingering down here. And so this is it. Are we going to break higher back to all-time highs, or are we going to reverse down and just go lower and kind of, ruin the Santa rally, ruin the early January rally, early, the seasonality, upside that we usually get? But we have earnings coming up, earnings season for a lot of, for everyone, big tech, everything. So I think that's going to be the main driver to see if we're going to see upside or not. But beautiful setup going into next week, and that's my kind of prediction. I don't know just yet if we're going to break up higher or lower, but this is a pivotal point that we're at. So whatever side we go, ends up going, make sure you press it, because we're going to see a lot of follow through behind it. Either we break up higher and see the follow through up here, or lower and we end up trying to go way lower to take out that gap or lows down here, which was last week's low. So very interesting stuff. Let me show you guys member gains, for the week. Starting off, it was a short week, but all good. Money was made. So I'm showing off on Monday, 9 minutes after market open. I'm 7% on the account. Beautiful stuff. We got Anthony of almost 5%. Spacey follower, he said out of the money for the day, but happy green bloodbath last week. We had definitely getting better thanks to RicoCapital, about 11% on the day for him. CJS showing off some beautiful SPY put gains, 150% right there, almost $250 off 2 contracts. Beautiful. We got Joseph showing off 3%, almost 4% on the day. Beautiful. Soul Sandals showing off some money, learning every day. I'm showing off, again, I went a little bit more on the same day, 9% on the account. There we go. We got the director showing off QQ gains. Beautiful. Blue Dude showing off 11% on his account. Awesome. That boy Jacques showing off 3.5%. Easy day. Forgot to post this Friday. He let the runner run. $500 off of 1 contract. Almost 300%. Last Friday was crazy. Absolutely. All right, so starting off Tuesday, 1%, 1.5%. I'll take it for the day. Dan's back in the mix, $66 right there, 25%. He's back for a small account challenge. Awesome. Nathan showing off beautiful 2 contracts, almost $200. Easy stuff. Dark Trader played the zones, ended up ripping right after it sold. Didn't want a red day for Christmas. Took 3 Apple calls as well. He's showing off some profit there. Beautiful. I'm showing off some more of my account. Merry Christmas. 3% on the day. Love it. Right before Christmas. We got AK-47 showing off some beautiful wins right there. About over 900 a day with just these 2 beautiful. RicoCap changed my life. Nate showing off 10% for the day, about $120. Feels good to be green. Merry Christmas. AK showing off almost 6K right there. Beautiful. Dark Trader showing off some gains as well. Some Apple action. I love it. There we go. Anthony showing off almost 10%. Beautiful right there, right before Christmas. Christian showing off 6%, almost 7%, on $500. Beautiful right there. That boy Jacques showing off. Let's see, he's showing off 14% on the day. I know that's a killer for him. 55% on the Nvidias. Loving that. Joseph showing off almost 5% on his account. Awesome. I'm showing off my weekly. We've been pressing Nvidia nonstop early in the week. So 28, almost 30% for the week. Awesome. ET showing off his wins. Tesla, Palantir, SPY, Nvidia. Beautiful. Blue Dude showing off his week as well. Looks pretty similar to mine. It looks like he's been following me perfectly, and that's what you're going to get. Nothing but up. Dip Buys, first day member, up 200%. Thank you for the Christmas present. He bought 10 contracts of those SPYs. That melted all the way up. He got a beautiful fill right there. That's what you do. You come in here, listen, and you're going to make 200% for sure. Day after Christmas, right? I'm showing off the account. About 1%, maybe 2% if you want to give me that. Soul Sandals showing off some gains. Beautiful right there. Dark Trader sold early, but not complaining. Those SPY calls. About $60 right there. Menace showing off $78. SPY calls. Beautiful. Joseph, 8% on the day. Perfectly even. Nice. Holy shit, Blue Dude did it. He went green on the day. He said he was down from being dumb today. Squeaked out the green. Beautiful. Ocho showing off 35% on the SPY calls. Nice. I'm showing off 16, almost 17%, starting the 27th off. Beautiful. We got the SPY puts right here for Menace showing off some beautiful work. This was right at open for us. Sold sandals, bang, there we go. He's on the winning side for sure. Did buys. My workday ended in a matter of 4 minutes. You are the man. Thank you so much. I mean, beautiful. He estimated credit. Look at that. He turns $780 to $1,139. I mean, 10 contracts, 78 entry, exit 114. That was a beautiful play on SPY right there. Menace showing off $55 on the QQ puts, beautiful. Sold sandals the GOAT, showing off some profit, easy stuff. I'm showing off those QQ profits right there. Burks back in the winning side. He's been killing it all week. There we go. There's his performance. Nice. Dark trader trying to sit on my hands for the rest of the day. Nothing infuriates me than being red on a Friday. Nothing. But he's got the gains and he's protecting it. 7-Eleven Kevin, this was it right here on the Tesla play. He got the Tesla 430 puts. He loaded up about $1,200, turned it into 10K. Over $8,700 for a 640% gain. He turned that right there. Look at that, beautiful day. And that was straight out of, you know, the watch list I'd be given Fridays or Thursday nights, of course. Lotto watch list. SPY above this, take that. Apple above that, take that. Tesla below this, take that. And I mean, absolute monster. I'm happy for him. 7-Eleven Kevin killing it right there. Anthony showing off almost 12% on his account. Beautiful. Joseph almost 20% on his. 17. Beautiful. Christian, not a big one, but still 33%. Got to be happy with the percentages and the money you make regardless. Big or small, does not matter, guys. That boy Jock telling people, chill, Rico's at the wheel. You got to let him know, Jock, showing off those gains. Look at that, boom, 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 boom. 96, 32, 51, 20, 60, 110. Oof, beautiful. You got Menace showing off those SPY calls, you know, one at 158, one at 155, all out at 210. That's an easy $108 right there. Love that. And ET being the last one to show us for that Friday. Tesla $455 right there. SPY almost $400. Okta $165. QQ $141. Nvidia $119. Man, went crazy. I mean, killed it right there. What is that? A solid $1,000 for the day? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9 over probably 1.2 right there. Beautiful. So easy stuff right there. If you want to join the team and bank with all of us, guys, I mean, this was a slow week for us. I've already showed off, you know, my videos. You go watch our old videos where, you know, we have nonstop of us on a normal week posting just bangers after bangers. Look at that. Ocho being a 4K in a month. My first full week, 700 for the week. I mean, Soul Sand was killing it. He came in here and just started listening. I mean, you tell me, could that change your life for a week? $700 a week, $1,428 a month. I mean, you tell me. So get in here for the zones. Members get access to the zones channel, gives you the bread and butter, which is SPY and QQQ. And then, of course, you know, I have watch lists, and you get my, you know, live trade alerts as well. And so when you're a member, you're part of the team and everything else. If you want some live trading, a separate server, sign up right there. If you want some one-on-one work with me, one-on-one mentorship, I can share my screen and kind of show y'all how I find zones, how I play them. You know, you get access to high conviction stuff, high conviction setups. We end up killing it on this nonstop. So let me know whatever you need. I got you. If not, I got a bunch of free content you guys can scroll through and look through and watch today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This was the last week of December as we rounded out December beautifully. It was tough, but we did it, and we did it as a team. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants. Let me raise this. This is what I want to do. This is what I dreamed into reality. Oh, that looks good.